Good morning and happy Wednesday, small people who I am in charge of teaching to read. I hope that you're having a good week and that our weather improves because I woke up to snow. Ew. So, that's a giant bummer. I still got to work outside today and keep my heart going, and I hope that you find some way to be active on this chilly Wednesday. What we've got going on today is some phonemic awareness, continuing our study of deletion and substitution. Long A versus long O. So now the chips are going to hit the table and we need to find out, do you know how to hear the difference? Can you hear the difference? And can you spell the difference between long O and long A sounds with VCE words? And, whoops, that says spelling, that's an S. Just pretend there's a connection there. And a little bit of spelling with those long A and long O VCE patterns. I'm trying to do better with the audio today. I know it's kind of echoey in this room. I don't know how to fix that, so I have headphones in, and I'm hoping that the mic does a better job. So, trade-offs, right? Either autofocuses to the point where I can't do my job because I'm going crazy, or it's very echoey. So, you are going to need something to write with, something to write on, and something to erase with today, because we do have some spelling coming at us in just a few minutes. And as ever, my goal is to try and keep this short. Who knows if that'll work? I seem to have settled into 25 minutes. I wish I could get it down to 20, but it is what it is. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm choking here. Let's get that frog out of my throat. So, we need to work on your sounds first. When we're practicing reading, we want to prime your brain to read and map sounds to letters accurately. So that means we start sounds first, then we work our way to letters, whole words, and sentences. Okay, we kind of scale upwards. So let's do a phonemic awareness task for the day. I've got 10 words programmed in here for you. They start with deletion practice. I know you're still working on improving with those. I did notice I've been using consonant blends at the end of words. So if you're a parent and you're thinking that maybe the words need to be a little bit simpler in order for your child to get better mastery of the phonemic awareness task, I can back up and move to single consonant phoneme deletion. I had just kind of progressed from where we were in the classroom, but if there's still an ongoing struggle here and we're not making progress, let me know and I'll find the simpler version of these words that don't have the consonant blend at the end of the words. This is all experimentation since I can't actually hear how they're processing myself. The last 3 words that are our phonemic awareness will be substitution, which we introduced yesterday. We're going to introduce it slowly. I'd love to know how you're doing with it after the lesson today. So, let's begin. Say the word dunce. Say dunce. Now tap the sounds in the word dunce. D, n, s, dunce. Now say dunce again, but don't say s. D, n, done. See how that worked? Since we're progressing towards you being able to do this rather than me, I'm not going to tap the sounds anymore for these words. I'm going to leave that up to you to do. So if you need to pause me, go ahead and pause me, okay? Let's do the next one. Say cord. Say cord. Now say cord again, but don't say d. Say birth. Say birth. Say birth again, but don't say th. Burr. Say fold. Say fold. Now say fold again, but don't say d. Foal, like a horse. A baby horse, I think. Say ninth. Say ninth. Now say ninth again, but don't say th. 9. Ninth, 9. Say dent. Dent. Now say dent again, but don't say t. den. Dent, den. Say gold. Say gold. Now say gold again, but don't say d. Goal. Gold, goal. How did you do with the deletions today? Make sure that you drop a comment on Google Classroom so that I know. Excuse me. Okay, substitution. So deletion is an advanced phonemic awareness skill. It is highly correlated with children becoming early and strong readers. We also want to practice substitution, which is another very important phonemic awareness skill. What this does is it tracks your attention onto the sounds inside of words and allows you to make new words by changing them. A lot of words in English share very similar spelling and just slightly different sounds. And so in order to become proficient at that, we need to be able to quickly manipulate sounds or change them so that you can recognize these differences that make up different words, like cow and bow and row and pow. Okay, different words, but only one phoneme difference. So by changing and learning to substitute the words, excuse me, I gotta sneeze, you can learn to make and recognize many new words, because in English, most of our words are short and simple, okay? Especially in everyday speech, which is where it really matters. So let's give these three a shot. I'll do them all with you today so that you can have a guide to do it, but maybe tomorrow I'll leave them for you to tap the sounds in on your own. Let's begin. Say tab. Tab. Instead of t, say k. So we had t, a, b. Now we have k, a, b. Cab. Tab to cab. Very different words, right? Let's try another one. Say load. Load. Let's tap the sounds in the word load. O-D. Load. Now instead of say O-D. O-D. Road. Load to road. You know how changing one phoneme totally changes the word? That's how language works. We need to get that deep into your brain so that you can do this on the fly when you're reading and recognize words with very little effort. Oh, darn you allergies. Okay, last one. Ready? Get shaken up. We're going to go a little quicker. Say lime. Say lime. Now, instead of ul, say d. Were you able to do it without tapping the sounds? Did you make the word dime? Like the little tiny coin that's worth 10 cents? If so, great job. We're going to continue to study this process as we go along. And my hope is that you become automatic and that you improve just like you are with the deletion exercises. Because I know you can do this. With enough training and time and attention, you can master learning to read. Speaking of learning to read, let's advance in our skills just one notch here. We're going to review how to say the long O and the long A sounds that we've been studying for the last 4 days. These sounds and these spelling patterns are very common. They're the second most common spelling pattern in the English language, I think. Very high, if not the second. Oh, I just took an allergy med. It's just not helping me today. So sorry about that. So, get my mouth real close. Sorry, hello. Hello, this is my mouth. Okay, when we say a long A, you kind of got to make a smile. See that? A, smiling. You're making your long A sound. It says the name of the letter A, and you're tightening everything. A. Okay? Did you know these 2 teeth are fake? Isn't that weird? I knocked them out when I was your age. Okay, A. So you're making a smile. You're tightening everything back. A. You're pushing your tongue to your teeth, and you're keeping your your teeth pretty close together, but not as close as in like I. Okay, so A, make sure you can say that sound and hear it. The other one that we're going to look at, mouth's coming in again, is O. All right, you need to be able to make those 2 sounds. If your child is still struggling to make those sounds on command, in isolation, I mean, obviously if they can speak, they can make the sounds, but if they're struggling to make it in isolation, then they need to look at a mirror and feel what that sound is like in their mouth before they can do this task. It's part of the developmental curve with learning language at this level. So if so, pause, go grab a hand mirror or go look in the bathroom mirror, something like that. Make them make the sounds in isolation on command. What we're going to do for this activity between long A and long O is I got to teach it 2 hand signs, okay? We've actually done them in the classroom before. We used A for the vowel A, right? And we used O for the vowel O. So I'm going to read a word to you, and I want you to hold up the hand sign for the vowel that you hear. Do you hear an A or an O? Okay? I want you to say the words too so you can process them with your own brain and your mouth and your jaw and the whole brain sensorium, not just your ears listening and watching me. Okay? So I say a word, you say the word, then you hold up the sign of the vowel that it's got. Let's review. Let's do an example, okay? So, if I say the word take, you say the word take. Now, what vowel do you hear in take? Do you hear an A or an O in take? I hear an A, so I would hold up the A sign, okay? Let's do another one. Say the nonsense word shoke. Say shoke. Do you hear an A or an O in shoke? I hear an O. Sh-o-k. So you hold up the sign that corresponds with the vowel sound that you hear inside the word. Are you ready? This is different because we're not just telling long from short. We're telling one long vowel from another. It's a little bit more challenging, I think. So, the first word is home. Say home. A or O. O. Home. Say came. A or O. A. Came. Say tame. A or O. A. Say roan. A or O. 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 N. If you're a parent following along, you might notice that the spelling pattern is a little different there inside the lesson. That's because we're focused on sounds right now. We want to make sure that we keep spelling and sounds different in our minds. We will teach the vowel team patterns later. Say scrape. Scrape. A or O. A. Sk. Ape. Scrape. Say scope. A or O in scope. O. Sk-ope. Say throat. A or O. O. Th-er-oat. Throat. Say flake. A or O. A. F-o-ake. How'd you do? Did you get them all right? If so, give a wave. Did you get them half right? If so, give a wave. All right? Did you struggle with this? If so, stroke your chin. The level at which we can master hearing the differences between these vowel sounds is a guide for how well we'll be able to spell with them, which is our next activity. So we've done phonemic awareness to prime your brain to substitute sounds, which is how we're going to do our spelling today with word chains. We've now listened closely to the patterns inside long A and long O spelling patterns, which is what we're going to be spelling today. And you are now ready to begin to combine some letters. I got some feedback that we prefer having the whiteboard rather than the magnet tiles. That is fair enough. For this spelling activity and for the word chains, I will continue to use the whiteboard rather than the magnet tiles. Okay? I love feedback like that. It helps me give you what you need. So if you have any suggestions or complaints or ideas, I would love to hear them, and I will try to integrate them into the teaching. So you need something to write with and something to write on and something to erase with. All right? Something. If you need materials, by the way, please let me know. I will get Mr. Penrod or one of the other administrators in the district to mail them out to you. Okay? I believe they would have no issues with that at all. So I'm happy to send home materials. Okay, we are going to begin with our word chain. As usual, there's a simple one in the plan. That's the one I'm going to video today. And there's an advanced one also in the written plan. That one will not be on the video just because it's longer. It's a little bit more challenging. And I want to make sure I'm providing the basis here. But of course, I welcome you to try the advanced word chain. Maybe not now, maybe in a couple hours towards the end of the school day, so that you can continue to reinforce this learning. Word chains only change one sound at a time. That's what we're going to do today. So let's start with the word tome. Tome. Tap the sounds in the word tome. T-O-M. I hear three sounds, but I hear a vowel, a long vowel O, followed by a consonant M. That tells me that I'm going to need something following that M, because that's how we make that long O. So let's spell what we can. See if you can spell the word tome. Okay? Pause me if you need to, as always. But here's how you spell the word tome. Okay, we've got T-O-M. I don't know why I did it that way. T-O-M. All right? Remember that if you have a long vowel sound followed by a consonant, you need an E at the end to tell the O to do its job, say its name. This is why it's important that you as a reader scan the entire word with your eyes so that you can pick up visual clues like that at the end of the word. That's a habit you're going to need to get into. So from tome, I want you to spell the word tame. Tame. Tap the sounds in the word tame. T-A-M. Can you spell it? Okay, pause me if you need to. Otherwise, here's how we spell the word tame. It is almost the same as the word tome. The difference is that the A has replaced the O. The A in tame says its name because of the E at the end. T-A-M. Tame. Tome, tame. Let's change another sound. Say take. Take. Tap the sounds in the word take. T-A-K. Take. Can you spell it using what you know? Pause me if you need to. Here's how we spell the word take. T-A-K. Take. Nothing changed in this word except for this consonant. Remember that we can only have one consonant after the vowel and before the E to make this pattern work. That is why it is called a VCE. Vowel, vowel, consonant, consonant, E, E. VCE. Okay? The next word we're going to spell is the word make. Can you tap the sounds in the word make before you spell it? M-A-K. Make. Try and spell it. Okay, here's how we spell the word make. M-A-K. Make. Tap each sound. Make sure you connect these with a V and then read the whole word to whoever you're working with so that they can check that you're pronouncing it correctly. The next one is the last, the next one's the last one I'm going to tap the sounds on for a few. Okay, we're going to move from here into consonant blends. Actually, I guess we should do the next two now that I think about it. So I'm only going to tap the sounds on the next two and then we'll move a little bit faster. Okay, can you say bake? Bake. Tap the sounds in the word bake. Do that part on your own. And when you're ready, try and spell it. Bake. Okay, pause me if you need another minute. Here's how we spell bake. B-A-K. Bake. Let's reread what we've got so far so we can hear how it's changing. Can you read this word to me? How about this one? How about this one? And this one? And that one. Tome, tame, take, make, bake. How'd you do? I hope that you did really well with this, because we're going to continue working on it. If you're frustrated, back up, go back to the phonic discrimination patterns where we're doing the sound work, try to hear the differences, maybe review the letter sound correspondence flashcards, or go back to my explanation from the last 4 days to get these patterns in. Okay? We're going to continue with flipping back and forth. So, this next one has a consonant blend. I'm working towards more complex words with you. Okay? So, can you say the word break? Break. B-r-a-k. B-r-a-k. Break. Can you spell break? Pause me if you need to. Otherwise, here is our spelling pattern. B-r-b-a-k. B-r-a-a-k. Break. Okay? Notice that these consonants before the vowel don't matter because our spelling pattern is only concerned with what comes after that vowel. Okay? What's over on this side doesn't matter for the VCE. It just matters what follows the vowel. VCE. VCE. Okay? This is, again, a very common spelling pattern, so it's imperative, very important that you learn how to spell it. I already learned it. I already got through college. So, we have 4 more words. I am not going to tap the sounds with you. I'm going to leave that responsibility up to you, but I will show you how to spell each one after enough time has elapsed. So let's try these on your own this time. We did break. Now I want you to say broke. Broke. Tap the sounds, and then when you're ready, spell the word broke. Okay, pause me if you need a minute. Here's how you spell the word broke. B-r-o-k. Broke. B-r-o-k. Broke. Tap the sounds and say the whole word when you're done spelling it to deepen your retention or your memory of the word. The next one is bloke. Bloke. Can you tap the sounds in the word bloke? And when you're ready, try to spell it. Ooh, okay. Here's how you spell the word bloke. B-o-o-k. Bloke. B-o-o-k. Bloke. Okay? It's important to verbally segment the word and verbally blend the word back together from the individual sounds. That trains both our phonemic and our orthographic awareness. And do you know what bloke means? It means a dude. It's a British word. So the Master Chief here, he's a bloke. Now, I have a nonsense word for you. Say the word floke. Floke. Tap the sounds in the word floke. Can you spell it? Okay, if you need another minute, pause me. If not, here we go. F-o-k. Floke. Floke. And the last word that we have is a real word. That word is flake. Flake. Tap the sounds in the word flake. It should have 4 phonemes. F-o-ake. Spell it when you're ready. Pause me. Otherwise, I'm going to show you the spelling now. Here's the word flake. F-o-ake. Flake. You might notice I didn't draw the little loop-de-doop thing on this word. If you're wondering as a parent or as an at-home teacher, should I have the kids doing that bar? I think yes, until they are able to do it automatically and without thinking about it, have them give the visual clue here. But if they're able to do these words with very little effort and they're remembering the silent E following a long vowel consonant, then they can stop drawing the bar. But I think that you should probably be using this every time up until they're able to do it automatically so that they always have the visual reminder. Okay? I have left challenge words for you that are nonsense words on the at-home lesson plan, but I'm not going to go over them here. Those are for you. So pop open that Google document and give it a glance. Those words could be done at any point during the day. I might turn them into a spelling assessment at some point, maybe in the next week or so that I can get an idea of how the kids are developing. But otherwise, that's all I have for today. Tomorrow, we're going to begin to look at the long I pattern. Okay? Let me know how you did. Let me know if you like the whiteboard like this better now that I've had 2 days to work on it. And I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday and that you do something to stay active and healthy. All right, I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday. Bye.